This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the Copper Box. We've just seen Dave Allen knock out Johnny Fisher in the rematch. Eddie Hearn, yeah, your initial reaction?
Unbelievable heavyweight fight again, full of drama. I mean, same kind of format as the first fight. Johnny Fisher was controlling the fight nicely, winning most rounds, and then Dave just started applying the pressure. Johnny had a really good fourth round, but actually threw a lot of punches and just started to look a little bit tired and got caught with a shot, went down. And then, of course, the knockout was brutal. Dave probably doing what Dave can do when he's confident and when he's in shape and when he's training properly, which is to close a fight, which he didn't do in the first fight. So I think Johnny deserves a huge amount of credit for taking the rematch, but he wasn't good enough tonight. And the experience of Dave Allen showed. And God knows what we're going to do with him next. I mean, you know, obviously we've got the rematch as an option. I don't think that's going to be now for Johnny. I think he was brave taking the second fight anyway. But he needs to build again. But for Dave Allen, I'd like to see him headlining Sheffield. You know, I think he deserves it, and if he can get it right, he's going to be a problem. You know, because he's a guy that knows his way around the ring.
Let's just talk about the start of the fight. It kind of played out quite similar to the first fight, and then round 5 once again.
Yeah, it did. But Johnny was a little bit more defensive. I think sometimes you've got to try and keep Dave a little bit more honest and get his respect. You know, the jab was nice, he was winning the rounds, but would have liked to seen him just not wait so much on the ropes. But it was just really, the difference was experience and ring craft and ring IQ. And Dave was cutting off the ring well, he was doing what he's doing. He's a big, strong man, he wears you down, throws that big right hand over the top, and you know, he was just too experienced. And Johnny got hurt, never recovered. You know, you hear the 10-second klaxon. Really, at that point, you just got a hold, and he's too brave for his own good. He's swinging away and he gets chinned.
Could you ever have imagined when you initially made this fight, well, I'm assuming probably October last year, that this whole story would play out to a headline rematch and everything that's gone on?
I mean, look, I fancied he'd win the first fight, and it was a very close fight. Tonight, I knew it was a very dangerous fight, especially taking the rematch so quickly. And I said, Bill, you know, going into the fight, that last fight takes a lot out of you mentally as well, and you've got to overcome that. And I was very proud of Johnny for taking the rematch. Everybody wanted to see it. Should he have had one in the middle? Maybe. Obviously, we've got the option for the trilogy now. But again, I think he's got to go and just get some time in the ring. He'll have a good break. But he was beaten by the better man tonight. And what a story for the White Rhino. As I said, if anyone's going to break Johnny Fisher's heart and all those people out there, I'm glad it was Dave Allen.
And obviously the night belongs to Dave Allen. But just on Johnny Fisher's side, there is a rematch clause there. Yeah. Is it down to his management?
No, it's not just rematch clause, it's options for Matchroom. So moving forward, Dave's back with us at Matchroom, and I'm delighted. You know, he's big profile and he's got massive support, but one of the options is for us to do the rematch. But listen, you're just coming off the back of a bad knockout, and I don't see that happening next. I see Dave trying to keep active and look at what the future could hold.
Just run down the rest of the card. George Liddard, Kieran Conway, Jimmy Sains.
George Liddard, I thought, was sensational tonight. You know, he's 22 years old, very heavy-handed. Great 10 rounds banked for Jimmy Sains. And I thought Kieran Conway was fantastic tonight as well. Laley was brilliant. Taylor Bevan, Shannon Ryan boxed really, really well as well. John Hedges with a good win. So much great young talent. And I thought, you know, the main event was just unbelievable. The atmosphere, the drama, and a huge knockout to close the show. So well done to Dave Allen. It's his night, and again, mad atmosphere and a huge night.
Okay, just a reaction to the knockdown.
Do you know what? It was that right hand over the top. I said to him in the ring before the fight, watch the right hand over the top. So you got 8 seconds at this point. Oh, yeah, on the bell as well. But it was the left hook. I think he missed him with the right hand. And Johnny got up straight away. They wouldn't let him do an interview after, but listen, he's brave as will come. He'll fight till the very end. Got to his feet, but obviously in no position to continue. Huge knockout, and that's what Dave Allen can do when he actually believes in himself and he's got a little bit in the tank.
George Liddard, Kieran Conway, is that the fight to make?
It's made.
Yeah.
Already made.
Kieran said it wasn't. Kieran's...
Yeah, it is. Both guys have signed, and we look forward to making that one next.
Just 2 more quick ones. Conor Benn's here tonight. Rematch looking like it's done.
We've signed for that. We signed a 2-fight deal, and that's what we expect in September.
You was a little bit reluctant in the post-fight press conference for the rematch. Is that all guns?
It's a massive disadvantage fighting up at 160. But we saw what happened in the fight. Conor believes he can make the adjustments. We believe we can win the fight. It was the biggest fight in Britain. The numbers for the next one are going to be out of control. We're going to run it back.
Last one. Jack Catterall, Harlem Eubank, 5th of July.
Yeah, huge response to that today. It's a great domestic fight. The Eubanks are topical at the moment, are on fire. We'll see if we can get one up on them. July 5th, massive fight, Catterall against Eubank.
You know it's a big night when your dad's here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying goodbye. I don't see that much of him these days. I'll talk to you later, yeah?